You need to go to the asylum for a Sharknado chainsaw massacre. Jump on this Shark Week 3. Sharknado, the fourth Awakens. Now, I could have gone the easy route and did a Star Wars joke in the beginning, but where's the originality in that when I can just do one on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Because Caroline Williams is in this movie and throws out a bunch of them. References to the Texas, you know what I mean. Welcome to Day 7, the final day, and my final review for my Shark Week 3 Beyond the Species, titled Syfy Day. Let us begin. I'm almost done! The plot. 5 years have passed since the last Sharknado, and a company by the name of Astro have been keeping the Sharknadoes at bay. However, when the tornadoes become more than just a calamity of saltwater fish and start messing with other natural elements, that is when the shit really starts to change. Now, Astro's technology defenses are almost all but useless, and it's up to Finn and his family to save the day once again. This film felt seriously rushed. Half the time I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Everything was either solved or shown off way too fast. Weapons were fired, then discarded. Zany ways for the shark to attack were short-lived. Seriously, a yarn ball filled with sharks, like in vein of Critters 2, the main course, when they all gathered up, and you know the rest. There was no room for any character development, besides a very minor bit from Gary Busey, who has like 5 minutes of screen time or so. Also, when certain characters that mean a lot to a main character die, that important person who we're supposed to root for doesn't even have a second of caring that that person who he cared about or she cared about died. I am damn serious. When one of the characters died, I was furious that there was not one single fuck given. However, the character that died was important to another character, but the person who died wasn't really even developed at all. No one really was. They were probably like, oh, this is Sharknado. All the main characters that we know to come and love, we all know them by now, so we don't need to develop anyone else. The acting is okay at best. However, this probably has the lamest reactions from anybody, more so than any of the previous 3 Sharknado movies. The action was top-notch. I was never bored, and the film is nice to look at. It's alive with color. The Las Vegas scene in the beginning was fun, but I actually forgot it even happened halfway through the movie. Which is pretty funny, because this film was marketed as Sharknado in Las Vegas, yet it's only in the first, 10-15 minutes. The film definitely tries to be fresh and exciting, but it never quite reaches that peak that it needs to. The gore, the effects. This has the least amount of gore in the whole series so far. A lot of the shark attacks didn't even have any blood. There were some, but even they were not too horrific. On to a positive, the effects are probably the best out of the franchise so far. The musical score, this one really felt out of place and unmemorable. It is just the same music from the first 3. However, it doesn't always fit and is getting kind of old. This is my least favorite Sharknado movie. I am so unhappy to say that. It is so oddly paced. There was not enough gore, and the characters and acting were not as awesome as I had thought they'd be. April Wexler is kind of a badass, but not to the level this movie, the trailers for it, and the fans make her out to be. On the plus side, there is not a dull moment in this movie. There's tons of action that doesn't look half bad. The ending is crazy and does leave room for a sequel. Yes, it probably will happen too. Overall, I give Sharknado, the fourth Awakens, a 2 out of 5. Sadly, the whole reason there's even a Sharknado week this year is because of this movie, and it's the worst of the bunch, in my opinion. You cannot have a film that only relies on special effects and cheesy one-liners. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below to leave comments and subscribe.